Oh, it's my grail. Hulk #1. The greatest thing in my collection. It's got milky white pages. It's a 9.8. I don't have anything. Wait a minute. I can't touch it. It This is Scarpad, and welcome to Scarpad's Comic Treks. I don't have any slabs. Not a one. To me, having a comic book takes me back to those days when I used to go with my dad down to the grocery store and the drugstore and pick up a comic off the rack. Instantly, it was a sensation of touch and feel and smell. That's something slabs just don't give me. I just don't know what it is, but comics locked behind plastic that can't be held or touched just don't thrill me. Although I can understand why you would want one, and I can understand if you have a comic in that kind of condition, you would be absolutely crazy not to have it in a slab. But to me, I would rather have a low-grade comic, a reader's copy. I got some of these the other day. And, you know, the greatest joy I have is taking them out of the plastic and opening them up. And, can't get that from digital. Can't get that from something locked behind a piece of glass or plastic. You know, these pages are milky white. They may have a bend or a tear or some marks where somebody had a little too much Cheetos on their fingers. Hopefully not. But I can take it out. I can hold it when I read it. I can put it down and come back to it. I can just enjoy this comic book. So for me, it's all about low grade. Look at that. Definitely not the mark of perfection, but there's nothing better than holding a comic in your hands. You know, will I eventually have slabs? I might buy one. I've toyed with it every time I've walked into my LCS and looked at some of the great, gorgeous books in pristine condition, you know, 8.0 and above from that bygone era. I think, well, geez, I got to walk out with one of these. But then I think, what would I do with it? I'd put it up on a wall. I'd put it back there in the collection. I'd look at it. But I never could hold it, really. Never could smell it. Never could touch it. Even plastic, even this backing board and polypropylene just doesn't do it justice. This, gentlemen, is what it's about. Paper in hand. I love reader copies because they are what they're supposed to be. Reader copies. Things to cherish and read and open and get to a point, you know, and love the artwork and know that this isn't perfect, but what comic book is. But the smell. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. Enjoy your comic books. You're all comic book lovers. Read them, hold them, crease them, love them.